Ferrari epitomises luxury, exclusivity and performance. It's an aspirational brand, and if you are lucky enough to own one in your lifetime, then you get access to exclusive offers and programs. For example, as a Ferrari owner, you can take your car to tracks and really tap into its dynamic capabilities. Of course, go at higher speeds like you can't do out on the road. But Ferrari, well, they take things up a notch, because all of their opportunities and experiences have just that extra high level of hospitality. Plus, they're not just local, they're all around the world. Now, I'm not a Ferrari owner yet. However, I thought I'd step into their shoes for a day, and I'm at a driving experience. However, it's a media event, so I've got some extra sprinkles on top too. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it's here at the Monte Blanco circuit in Seville, Spain. I know, someone's got to do it. So yes, I've been invited to Spain to represent Drive at the ultimate driving experience. I get to experience it all. Briefings, a hot lap with former F1 driver Marc Genet, some laps with an instructor alongside me, and finally, I'll cut some laps of my own. Just you wait and see. It's going to be a pretty special day. My companion for this experience? The Ferrari 296 GTB, their first V6 powered Ferrari since the legendary Dino, and it's a hybrid. Plus, with a combined 610 kilowatts of power and 740 newton meters of torque, this is the kind of car that you want to take around a racetrack. I also thought I'd take this opportunity to delve deeper into the life of a Ferrari owner. Plus, seeing as though we'll be instructed by some of the best in the business, this is a great time to learn more about the different levels of driver training people like you and me can be involved in when we buy our first Ferrari. So Mark, as a Ferrari ambassador and a coach, I know that you have worked with a lot of Ferrari owners over your time. Explain to us the different levels that they can get involved in for driver training.
Yes, at Ferrari we have it's called Corso Pilota, which means like a driving course or driving school. Whereby only clients, so only Ferrari owners, can have access to this coach or this training, and whereby we have 4 levels of courses depending on their level. They have to start from the lower one, which is called Sport, and then they can go to Advanced, all the way to Challenge, and eventually in the Challenge they even get the license to race into the Ferrari Challenge, which it's a worldwide racing series in all the different continents. And it's so nice because I get to see these people who've never even been on a Ferrari on a racetrack, which Ferraris really, they should be taken to a racetrack because they are born in a racetrack. And then I can see them progress with the time, ending up being even a proper racing driver, which is something very nice.
So let's talk about what we're doing today. I have heard that you're going to take me for a lap, and then of course I get to you get to teach me some tips and I get to take it out on my own.
Yes, that's the thing. I think you're very lucky today to be driving such a performance car, the latest Ferrari presented, the 296. This is the Assetto, not this one is the GTB, but I'll be taking you on the Assetto Fiorano, which is even a more racy version of the 296. I'll show you what this car can do, driven by a professional racing driver, and then it will be your turn to put everything into practice and show me what you're able to do with a Ferrari.
No pressure. Marc Genet, Ferrari engineers, mechanics, journalists and race car drivers watching on. I better pay attention. Okay, so it's time. I get 2 laps with Marc Genet, and I'm hoping that he can teach me some tricks before I jump in the car this afternoon. Now, it's absolutely freezing here, but no doubt something like this will warm me up. Time to get ready. For those of you that aren't aware, Marc Genet is kind of a big deal. He used to race in Formula 1 for Minardi, tested with Ferrari and Williams, and currently works with Ferrari as a mentor, instructor and ambassador. He knows a thing or two about how to send a car around a racetrack. I'm in great hands. How does this compare on the track to other Ferraris that you've driven?
That's the most performance-oriented car, I mean, you really see the amount of grip cornering is very impressive. That's what impresses me the most. Is the closest car to a racing car with a lot of fun, but it's the closest car I've driven to a racing car.
Where do I hold on?
The seatbelt will hold you on,
That's okay.
You can see the speed here. incredible.
281.
280 in a very short period of time, you know, it's really impressive.
What's the one piece of advice that you give people like me going out on the track today?
First of all, I would say it's very important, because you arrive so fast, to brake, take a good look at the meter boards. So into the first corner, for example, you see there is the first sign, it says brake. The second one is 200. Try not to, don't brake based on the corner, because you brake too early. Force yourself to brake on the brake meter board, and that way you're really going to experience even the deceleration of the brakes.
Okay.
And then, other piece of advice is go in race mode, and then that way you forget about the throttle. The car will do it for you.
Yeah.
So in race mode, trust the electronics. The car is super safe. You can really go out of a corner and press the throttle quite hard, and the car will not move. I was doing it myself because I disconnected everything, you know.
Yeah.
But in race, I would make sure when you go out that you're in race, it's very, very safe. And you can't really exploit the traction, you know, or the power of the car.
Easy. I trust this car. Thank you, Mark. That was incredible.
Thanks.
What an experience. So trust in the car, he tells me. Something that I've heard many times before at a Ferrari track day. I'm going to do my very best to put this into practice. Next item on the agenda, a lap with a professional instructor.
And open up. Very good. Smooth inside. And breathe. Ferm. Look at the pilot. Catch it. Open up. Very good.
I've got to say, having your own personal instructor from Ferrari take you around the track is pretty incredible. And it all sounds better with that beautiful accent. And guess who's up next? Also, we get to do it alone with the pace car ahead of us. How's the trust? Did I enjoy it? Yep, I absolutely did.
Oh, that was absolutely incredible. One of the best experiences I've ever had. I think I'm still shaking. I've got adrenaline pumping through me. So we actually took it in stages. We started with a hot lap with Mark, then we did the smaller track with an instructor beside us. But those 3 laps just there, as you saw, were me driving on my own. We were connected to the pace car if they needed to tell us anything, but no news is good news, I hope. It's all going to be in the data. I'm going to check the telemetry now, but I just cannot believe how capable this car is, how much grip it's got. I knew, of course, that it's going to be fast and so much fun. It's been an amazing experience, and it's not every day that you get to come to the other side of the world and drive a car like this one.
One thing that Mark does with all of his drivers is exactly what I'm about to do. Once laps are complete, it's off to go over telemetry. This includes analysing all elements of the data, including speeds, braking and gears. My gears were good, braking not so good, and next time I will 100% be going even faster. By the end of the day, I got up to 260 kilometres down the straight, and I can promise you I thought I was going faster. But wow, my very own mentoring session. Doubt I'll ever get to do that again. Some other things I learned from being a part of the Ferrari family. There are tiers for that too, starting with experiences which can be enjoyed by owners with their families, and this involves something like what I just did today. There's then the Ferrari tour, which is a journey of up to 5 days, usually in Italy, and can be tailored to suit the client's needs. It also usually only ever involves 10 to 20 cars. And then there's the creme de la creme. These are by invitation only from Ferrari headquarters, where 100 cars set off to a beautiful destination somewhere around the world, giving clients an experience like no other. Like driving through the Porta Capri, which usually cars aren't allowed to do, unless you're Ferrari. How do you score an invite? It all depends on the status inside the family, such as the number of years, what's in your garage, or how classic or iconic a car is that you own from Ferrari. So today I was at the bottom of the grade, but by God, that was good enough for me. So, all the way to the other side of the world for a Ferrari driving experience. Fair to say, not the toughest day in the office, but an incredible day it certainly was. Now it's time to take this off the track and onto the road. The wrong side of the road too. Thanks for watching. To find out more on the Ferrari 296 GTB, make sure you head to Drive.com.au. There are also reviews from the rest of our team from here in Seville, Spain.
Hit like, subscribe, and make sure you press the bell icon so you get notified when videos like this one go live.